Is that I don't want to be involved in stuff where it's negative stuff.
All right, how do you do?
I need to talk to him.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Got it. So you're saying Diddy's an FBI informant, and he's been one for many years.
How would they say? Nothing ever happens, but it's still, like I say, angel.
Buckle up, folks, because we're about to dive deep into the murky waters of the music industry's dark secrets. In this exclusive expose, we'll unravel the tangled web of intrigue surrounding none other than Suge Knight and his bombshell allegations against Diddy. Get ready for a wild ride as we uncover the truth behind the demises of hip-hop legends 2Pac and Biggie Smalls. But that's not all. We'll also explore the jaw-dropping revelations from Suge himself straight from behind bars. Are you prepared to discover the shocking truth?
2 weeks ago, I'm outside my office. My assistant comes up and says, Suge Knight wants to speak to you from jail. I said, who? He said, Suge Knight. The Suge? Yes. Gotta be kidding me. No.
But before we delve into the shocking revelations from Suge, let's rewind the clock and trace the origins of the feud between him and Diddy. The seeds of their rivalry were sown in the early 90s, amidst the fierce East Coast-West Coast hip-hop feud. Suge Knight, co-founder of Death Row Records, and Diddy, the mastermind behind Bad Boy Records, found themselves at the forefront of this tumultuous era.
People were starting to say it's an East Coast, West Coast rivalry because it was people that's trying to make money. It was true people trying to make careers. It was people trying to get famous.
It all began with the infamous Source Awards incident in 1995, where Suge Knight publicly called out Diddy, proclaiming, any artists out there that want to be an artist and stay a star, and don't have to worry about the executive producer trying to be all in the videos, all on the record, dancing, come to Death Row. This brazen declaration ignited tensions between the two moguls, setting the stage for a bitter rivalry that would grip the hip-hop world for years to come. As the rivalry intensified, tragedy struck with the assassinations of 2Pac and Biggie Smalls. 2Pac, signed to Death Row Records, was gunned down in Las Vegas in 1996, followed by Biggie's demise in Los Angeles the following year. The demises of these iconic rappers sent shockwaves through the industry, fueling speculation and conspiracy theories about their untimely demise.
And Tupac's a legend. Like I said, Tupac wasn't born, he was sent to us.
But the saga didn't end there. Suge Knight's life took a downward spiral following 2Pac's demise, marked by legal troubles, including assault charges, bankruptcy, and ultimately a 28-year prison sentence for manslaughter. Meanwhile, Diddy's career soared to new heights, with successful ventures in music, fashion, and business, cementing his status as a hip-hop mogul.
When Biggie passed, it was about Puffy getting the opportunity to become a rapper. Because if Biggie wouldn't have left, Puffy wouldn't have been a rapper.
However, recent events have thrust Diddy back into the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. Allegations of sex trafficking and sexual abuse have resurfaced, with Homeland Security raids on his homes in Los Angeles and Miami making headlines.
The Department of Homeland Security conducting a raid at a house in Holmby Hills, believed to be connected to Sean Combs.
While Diddy vehemently denies the accusations, the scandal has reignited old rivalries and sparked fresh speculation about his involvement in the hip-hop world's darkest chapters. Now, with Diddy under intense scrutiny, the spotlight turns once again to his long-standing feud with none other than Suge Knight. Despite serving a 28-year prison sentence, Knight has managed to grab onto Diddy's coattails, unleashing a barrage of shocking accusations from behind bars.
What Puffy done, what Puffy did, or what Puffy do, it's not a surprise. Everybody knows what it is.
Cassie, Diddy's former partner, has emerged as a key figure in this unfolding drama. In a recent lawsuit against Diddy, Cassie made startling revelations about the mogul's alleged violent tendencies. One particularly harrowing incident recounted in the lawsuit involved Diddy's reaction to the mere presence of Suge Knight. As Cassie and Diddy indulged in substances at his home, a member of Diddy's security team burst in with news of Knight's proximity. The situation escalated rapidly as Diddy armed himself and stormed out in pursuit of his rival, leaving Cassie in a state of terror and distress.
I mean, you got to be able to do that type of to a woman and other women, but it's not new.
But Cassie's accusations are just the tip of the iceberg. In a shocking episode of his Collect Call podcast, Suge Knight reignited the flames of their feud by levying even more damning allegations against Diddy. Knight didn't mince words as he discussed Diddy's alleged history of violence towards women, claiming that the mogul had assaulted a female assistant over suspicions of Cassie's involvement with Kid Cudi. According to Knight, Diddy's brutality extended to the point where an Interscope check was used to hush up the incident, preventing legal repercussions for the mogul.
The filing then says shortly after Diddy's threat, Kid Cudi's car actually blew up.
And Kid Cudi confirmed it.
Despite his incarceration, Knight seemed emboldened by the mounting legal troubles facing Diddy. In a surprising turn of events, Knight even extended an offer of solidarity to his longtime rival, jokingly suggesting that he make room for Diddy in his prison cell if needed. This brazen move from Knight underscores the depth of animosity between the two, hinting at a simmering vendetta that transcends prison walls. Now, fast forward to the present day, and it seems that Suge Knight is not content to let sleeping dogs lie. From behind bars, the former Death Row Records impresario has once again set his sights on Diddy, launching scathing attacks and dredging up old wounds with renewed fervor.
I'm not the guy who's in for Puffy's downfall, but I am the guy who supports the victims who got victimized, right?
With his trademark gravitas, Knight delved into the heart of the matter, alleging that Diddy had not only benefited from the demises of Tupac and Biggie, but had actively contributed to their tragic ends.
I lost my freedom behind Tupac dying. I lost business. I lost house, a whole lot of shit. I lost my freedom.
These explosive accusations come hot on the heels of a series of legal setbacks for Diddy, thrusting the hip-hop mogul back into the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. But for Knight, this is not merely a matter of settling old scores. It's about seeking justice for his fallen comrades and holding Diddy accountable for his alleged misdeeds. Fans and critics alike have long pointed fingers at Diddy, accusing him of orchestrating the East Coast-West Coast feud for financial gain and ultimately being complicit in the demises of Tupac and Biggie Smalls. Suge Knight, from his prison cell, is adamant about this belief.
So that's the thing I'm going to tell you. We from two different worlds, number one, him and I. If you add all that type of stuff up, and you'll see how the industry been built on the secret rooms.
The narrative surrounding Tupac and Biggie's relationship underscores the tragedy of their untimely demises. What began as a genuine friendship rooted in mutual respect and shared aspirations ultimately devolved into one of the most infamous feuds in music history. The story of their friendship turned rivalry is as compelling as it is heartbreaking. Tupac and Biggie Smalls, two of the most talented and influential figures in hip-hop, emerged from vastly different backgrounds but shared a common bond through their music and experiences. Tupac's upbringing in Harlem and later in California, alongside Biggie's Brooklyn roots, provided contrasting yet complementary perspectives on life in America's urban landscapes. Their paths first crossed in the early 90s, a time when both artists were on the brink of stardom. Despite hailing from opposite coasts, Tupac and Biggie formed a genuine connection, fueled by their shared love for hip-hop and their desire to transcend the limitations of their circumstances.
It was like Tom and Jerry. It was like you could not separate these two. You know what I'm saying?
Biggie's admiration for Tupac was evident, to the point where he reportedly asked Tupac to manage his burgeoning career. According to author Ben Westhoff, Biggie sought Tupac's mentorship, recognizing the West Coast rapper's status as a seasoned artist. However, Tupac declined the offer, advising Biggie to remain loyal to Puff Daddy, who he believed could guide him to success. But their friendship took a tragic turn with the shooting of Tupac at Quad Recording Studios in 1994. While Tupac survived the attack, he harbored suspicions that Biggie and Diddy were somehow involved, exacerbating tensions between the East and West Coast hip-hop communities.
The whole East-West thing started. We were caught off guard, and that broke my man's heart.
The rivalry between Death Row Records and Bad Boy Entertainment reached a boiling point, culminating in a series of diss tracks and public confrontations. Tupac's decision to join Death Row Records further fueled the flames, solidifying the divide between the two camps. Despite their rift, Biggie expressed a desire to reconcile and put an end to the senseless violence that had engulfed the hip-hop world. In an interview, he lamented the destructive nature of the East Coast-West Coast feud, acknowledging the role it played in perpetuating hatred and division. But fate had other plans. Tupac's tragic demise in 1996, followed by Biggie's assassination 6 months later, sent shockwaves through the music industry, leaving behind a legacy of unfulfilled potential and unanswered questions. In the aftermath of their demises, conspiracy theories and speculation ran rampant, with fans and investigators alike searching for answers. While the assassinations remain unsolved, one thing remains clear. The bond between Tupac and Biggie transcended rivalries and animosity, a testament to the power of music to unite even the most divided of souls.
So it's not like no one's ever trying to deal with this section. They're just moving away from it.
As Suge Knight continues to wage his battle from behind bars, his accusations against Diddy serve as a sobering reminder of the dark underbelly of the music industry. Whether justice will ever be served remains uncertain. But one thing is for sure, the legacy of Tupac and Biggie Smalls will endure, forever immortalized in their music and the hearts of their fans. As we navigate the labyrinth of allegations and accusations swirling around the hip-hop world, one thing becomes abundantly clear. Public opinion is divided, with fans and critics alike weighing in on the controversy surrounding Diddy and Suge Knight. I can't wait until Diddy goes down. What he has done to those young boys is very sick. Our youth does not need to grow up around a person or persons like him, one fan remarked, echoing the sentiments of many who believe that Diddy's alleged misdeeds should not go unpunished. But not everyone is quick to condemn the hip-hop mogul. Another fan, reflecting on the complexities of the situation, observed, "From my understanding, Biggie was planning to leave Bad Boy before he was unlived." This comment hints at a broader narrative, suggesting that there may be more to the story than meets the eye. Now we turn to you, our valued viewers, to join the conversation. What are your thoughts on the allegations surrounding Diddy and Suge Knight? Do you believe justice will ever be served in the tragic demises of Tupac and Biggie Smalls? Drop your comments below and let your voice be heard. Stay informed, stay engaged, and above all, stay tuned.